First time for a rookie to get a triple-double in franchise history.
You've heard the rumors, you've seen the headlines. Sheryl Swoopes says the Fever's got chemistry issues. But what if I told you that's all smoke and mirrors? Let's break down why the Fever's locker room might be more lit than you think. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You know what's wild? While everyone's busy talking drama, the Fever are building something special. What if I told you their secret weapon isn't on the court, but in the locker room? It's time to see what's really going down at Fever HQ. Picture this. A practice court filled with laughter, high fives, and wait, is that Erica Wheeler cracking jokes? This isn't what you'd expect from a team supposedly dealing with chemistry issues, but that's exactly what's happening behind those Fever doors. Let's take a peek inside a typical Fever practice. The atmosphere, it's electric, players are laughing, cheering each other on, and having a blast. It's like walking into a family reunion, not a professional basketball practice. You've got teammates hyping each other up after every drill, cracking jokes during water breaks, and genuinely enjoying each other's company. But it's not just about having fun. These positive vibes are crucial, especially for a young team like the Fever. They need this kind of environment to build chemistry and grow together, and let me tell you, they're nailing it. Now, let's talk about some key players who are really bringing this team together.
All we do is have fun. She's just a kid. The outside, the others are trying to get in. We're not going to let them.
You gotta understand the outside world was really trying to get inside this building. We just didn't let it.
The reason why their team chemistry seems to be so good, even though everything is going disastrously bad around them.
First up, Erica Wheeler. She's not just a leader on the court, she's the heart and soul of this team off it. You'll see her organizing team dinners, leading pregame hype sessions, and being the first to celebrate her teammates' successes. She's like the big sister everyone wishes they had.
She's making sure that when Sheryl Swoopes basically said there are locker room issues and some serious players want to go,
all we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, like I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
a veteran thing to say is like, the others are trying to get inside the building, we just didn't let them in.
Then there's Kelsey Mitchell. This girl is a fireball of energy and positivity. She's always got a smile on her face and a kind word for her teammates. During practice, she's the one pushing everyone to be better, but doing it in a way that makes you want to work harder. It's no wonder the team rallies around her. What's really impressive is how these players are fostering unity and boosting morale. They're not just teammates.
Cut off the ball or anything like that, and just that chemistry that you get used to playing with one another. It's taken time, but I think we're really starting to get it down.
Kelsey Mitchell, and to assume the role to be additive to Caitlin's game is so, that's a veteran move to me.
I think we've gotten a lot better, just like understanding each other as we're playing the game. Looking for each other when each other's hot, like Kels got hot there.
They're becoming a family. You can see it in the way they interact, the inside jokes they share, and how they have each other's backs both on and off the court. And here's the kicker. This positive energy isn't just for show. It's having a real impact on their performance, especially as they gear up for the playoffs. When players genuinely enjoy being around each other, it translates to better communication on the court, more trust in game situations, and a willingness to put the team first. So let's break this down. We've got a team that's laughing together, working hard together, and supporting each other like family. Does this sound like a team with chemistry issues? Not even close. In fact, it's the complete opposite of what Swoopes was suggesting.
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be. Players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't want to be here. This is where I want to be.
Yeah. What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay. But this,
I'm talking about more social media.
Okay. Now, you might think all this team spirit is just the players doing, but there's more to this story. What if I told you the Fever's real MVP isn't even on the court? It's time to meet the woman changing the game from the sidelines. Enter Coach Christy Sides, the mastermind behind the Fever's transformation. She's not your typical WNBA coach. While other coaches are busy drawing up plays, Sides is focusing on something way more important, the team spirit. You see, Sides wasn't brought in to be a tactical genius. Nope, her job is all about boosting morale and creating a winning culture. And let me tell you, she's crushing it.
Let me tell you what they finished with. They only had 21 points the rest of the game after that timeout right there.
Imagine walking into a Fever practice. You'd expect to see drills and strategy sessions, right? Well, with Sides at the helm, it's a whole different ball game. She's got these players fired up like you wouldn't believe. Picture this. Coach Sides gathers the team around. Instead of talking X's and O's, she's all about pumping up her players. She's not just building a team, she's creating a family. Her pep talks, they're not about plays or stats. They're about believing in yourself and your teammates. You know what's crazy? This approach is working wonders for the Fever. These young players aren't just getting better on the court, they're growing as people.
First time for a rookie to get a triple-double in franchise history.
Sides is like that cool aunt who always knows what to say to make you feel invincible. But here's the kicker. Sides isn't just motivating, she's creating an environment where these players can thrive. It's like she's unlocked the secret to team chemistry. And guess what? It's not about fancy plays or strict rules. It's about making these players feel valued, supported, and part of something bigger than themselves. Think about it. When was the last time you heard of a coach in pro sports focusing more on team spirit than game strategy? It's pretty wild, right? But for the Fever, it's exactly what they needed. Sides' approach is perfect for this young Fever squad. These players don't just need a coach, they need a mentor, a cheerleader, and sometimes a friend. And Sides is all of that rolled into one. You might be wondering, but what about winning games? Here's the thing, by building this incredible team spirit, Sides is setting the foundation for long-term success. She knows that a team that trusts each other and fights for each other will always outperform a group of talented individuals who can't stand being in the same room. And the results? They're starting to show. The Fever aren't just playing better, they're enjoying the game more. You can see it in their smiles, their high fives, the way they celebrate each other's successes. You know what's wild? While Coach Sides is working her magic inside the locker room, something unexpected is happening outside of the arena. Fever gear is flying off the shelves faster than ever. What's driving this merchandise madness, and what does it say about the team's true chemistry? Let's talk about those Fever merch sales. They're not just good, they're insane. We're talking about a surge in sales that's catching everyone off guard. You'd think with all this chemistry drama, fans would be hesitant to rep their team, but nope, it's the complete opposite. Imagine walking into the Fever's team store. You'd expect it to be pretty quiet, right? Wrong, it's buzzing with excitement. Fans are snatching up jerseys, hats, and everything in between. It's like Black Friday, but for Fever fans. And get this, it's not just your standard team gear. The Fever's got some pretty wild merch. We're talking Demon Danta shirts and Who Needs Defense hoodies. It's crazy, right? But fans are loving it. They're buying into the team's personality, not just their performance. Now here's where it gets interesting. These sales, they're not just numbers on a spreadsheet. They're sending a message, a loud, clear message that says, we believe in this team. Think about it. Would you drop your hard-earned cash on merch for a team you thought was falling apart? No way. But Fever fans, they're all in. They're not buying the drama. They're buying into the potential. They see something special brewing in Indiana, and they want to be part of it. And you know what's even crazier? This fan support is feeding right back into the team. Imagine being a Fever player, walking out onto the court, and seeing a sea of fans in your gear. That's not just support, that's belief. It's like having an extra player on your side. Now, this kind of fan enthusiasm, it's rocket fuel for team morale. It's telling these players, we've got your back. And in a young team like the Fever, that kind of support is priceless. It builds confidence, it builds unity, and yeah, it builds chemistry. But let's break this down for a second. We've got a team that's laughing together at practice, a coach who's all about building team spirit, and now fans who are showing up big time. Does this sound like a team with chemistry issues to you? Not even close. In fact, it's the complete opposite. This is a team that's coming together in a way that's honestly pretty inspiring. They're not just building chemistry on the court, they're creating a whole culture, a Fever family that extends from the locker room all the way to the fans in the stands. And here's the kicker, all this positive energy, it's contagious. The more the fans buy in, the more the team feels supported. The more supported they feel, the better they play. And the better they play, the more the fans get excited. It's a cycle of positivity that's only getting stronger. So let's think about what Swoopes said again. Chemistry issues? Please. The Fever aren't just avoiding drama, they're creating something special, something that's bringing players, coaches, and fans together in a way that's rare in professional sports.